Welcome to AlphaCars Service Center. We're reporting from Boxborough, Massachusetts. My name is Dmitry, and here we have the legendary W124 Mercedes. It was made for many years, between 80s and mid-90s. And this is actually the most desirable variant. It's 1995, which is the last production year. And by this little grille on the fender, you probably noticed this is a diesel variant. So in fact, this is a non-turbo diesel. It has no computers, and it's just a plain old Mercedes diesel. When I say old, it's not as old as they come, but it's the latest generation of the plain old Mercedes diesel that has no electronics, no DPF, none of that stuff. And this video is about saving this car. So we were very lucky. We took this in trade, believe it or not, on a motorcycle with a sidecar, Ural motorcycle with a sidecar. This vehicle was inherited from the original owner by their grandson, and they decided to upgrade to a Ural motorcycle with a sidecar. So what we're doing here is we did a full, well, first of all, we drove the car for quite a while, probably a couple of years. We had the car here at AlphaCars. It was our kind of transportation vehicle between the different locations and picking stuff up. So this served us already very, very well. And this may be a keeper for us, or maybe it is going to be a keeper for you because it is for sale. And here's the website, alphacars.com. Here's the phone number, 978-263-9000. And while we're on the topic, if you like this cool motoring content, consider subscribing, and certainly please share it. But back to W124. The reason it's here this time, we did a full comprehensive underbody inspection. And with this vintage Mercedes, you have to be very, very careful. They have a very nice, very solid, and a lot of underbody protective coating. It's a very thick sealant, almost sealant, it's almost like a seam sealant that is sprayed all over the underbody. Like, look at this. It's so thick. It offered an awesome protection, but it also is a potential concern because if on the edges where it pretty much goes to the edge of the panel, you can see there's a little bit of rust there. So we're going to open it up, and we don't know if it's just going to be a little on the edge or maybe it's gone under that sealant. For example, this is the worst part of this car, and we are going to obviously fix it correctly. But you can see this one rusted through. There was a splash shield that was rubbing. And actually, this is the part that doesn't have much of the sealant or underbody protective spray on. So it rubbed through to bare metal and started to rust. Otherwise, this area we're very happy about. If we look on the inside there's a little spot right there, which we're going to open up and clean. There's a tiny bit there. The inside of the fender looks actually awesome, so we're very happy with it. The rocker panels look absolutely amazing. We're thrilled with that. And then we're doing the inspection of the wheel well of the right quarter panel, and there are rubber plugs that go here. And you can see what can happen here is it starts from a little rust on the edge, and you cannot see it because when the plug is in there, it covers this edge, and then it starts rusting, and it travels under the sealant, and then it eats away on the metal, and then it eats even more. There was a little splash shield here that those should be removed right away because they collect a lot of sand and moisture. And that's what happens. But luckily, this is not a structural issue. So we're going to get it cleaned to bare metal. We're going to do a full repair, and then we're going to restore the rust protective coating. And by the way, the tool we use to remove the sealant, this is the most effective way to do this. It's a special disc, and you can see it cleans it right to bare metal. And then we knock off all the layers of rust, and then we do rust converting primer, and then depending on the size of the area where the rust damaged the metal, we might do a fiberglass repair with the fiberglass cloth, or like around here, we may put a metal patch over there. So the usually metal patch we'll put in the structural areas, and the fiberglass repair can be done where there is no structural integrity concerns. The rocker panel in this car is absolutely amazing. The bottoms of the doors are absolutely amazing. And, but we wanted to share with you because we think if the 124 owners, or even owners of Mercedes from the 80s, know about the way the rust starts and then travels under this protective coating, because it gives a deceiving appearance where you look at it and it looks great, but there may be already inches of rust under the coating that you don't know about. So you need to be very careful and inspect it, certainly annually. This is a service we offer here at AlphaCars. We saved a lot of cars during the course of being in business for over 30 years, and this is going to be another fine example. So we're going to take you around this vehicle so we can see the rest of it, but we just started, obviously we started with inspection, with disassembly, and we removed all the splash shields. You can see here, this is how it starts. This is where the splash shield was contacting here the inner wheel well, and the rubber, not the rubber, the plastic created a pocket where the sand gets stuck and then rubs through the protective coating of the metal. So we're still going to do a little bit more exploring here, but actually this side looks better than the other side. And Mercedes already designed access ports for rocker panels, because that is how we get inside the rocker panel. We have a feed tube with a spray nozzle at the end, and we are going to rust-proof this car. Let's make our way to the left quarter. And it may look as innocent as this, but I can guarantee you there's a little bit of rust starts here. You can see a little bit of rust starts right there. So we're going to open all that up. These are very, very early stages, totally manageable. And if you let this car stay on the road in this condition, especially here in New England or in Canada or some other place where aggressive chemicals are on the pavement during the winter, this will start rusting very, very quickly. And the cost of rust damage repair would be a lot more expensive than at this stage. But the best way to protect your vehicle, whether it's Mercedes, BMW, or Chevrolet, doesn't matter. If it has metal and if it is in the area like New England, it is going to get rusted, it is going to get damaged. So the best way to protect it is when the vehicle is new or almost brand new. And we offer this service. We have a great YouTube list where you can learn about it, and we offer the service for any condition of your car. It's very reasonable because it saves the car, and it will save you thousands of dollars in the rust damage repair. And stay tuned. In the coming weeks, we're going to have part 2, which will describe the progress of repair and the final outcome. Thanks for watching. This Mercedes is going to spend a lot more happy years on the roads because of the work we're doing right now. Thanks for watching. Please consider sharing, subscribing. My name is Dmitry, and until next time.